Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today, gonna be one of the Pimpest Plays from the year 2002, gonna be Nazgul versus BoxeR, here on Jungle Story, well, Neo Jungle Story, according to the map name. Left side, we've got a yellow Protoss player, it is Nazgul, representing Team Liquid. And then we've got Slayer's BoxeR, the purple Terran player on the right side. So again, this is one of the Pimpest Plays from the year 2002, which might be before your birth, if you're watching this. It was a very, very long time ago. And, yes, exactly 20 years ago, if I post this in 2022. Yeah, I'm going to post this in 2022. If it's on the YouTube channel, this is going to be a Patreon game for those of you who support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin. For at least $1 a month. You get to see it a month before anybody else. And if you're watching this in the first week of 2022 and the last week of December of 2021, and thank you very much for supporting me. If you're watching this in January or maybe February 2022, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 5 times a week with Brood War content. And this is Neo Jungle Story. 4-player map. A very lucrative center base, which again serves as a place for the desperate or the people who are so much in control that they can expand there with no fear. And it's a PvT. Alright, man, so both players, no proxies here. We're going to have to see what is pimp about one of these players here today. If you don't know what a Pimpest play is, it was just something that SC Legacy put together every single year between 2002 through like 2000 and when did they end doing that? Like 13 or so is when they stopped. But it was a good decade run of just collecting all the best plays from StarCraft and putting them into one replay pack. Somebody was able to provide me with a bunch of those replays. This is one of them. I'm very excited for it. Excited to see what we get here today. Obviously, not a lot of BoxeR games, not a lot of Nazgul games either here from these two players, just because they were elite in a time when replays are from a long time ago. Replays get lost, replays have to be found again, sometimes they're broken and need to be fixed, and it's just a little bit harder to get from this era. I mean, it's 20 years of gaming, guys. Yeah, can you imagine if like in the year 2000 we had a bunch of Pac-Man, like competitive Pac-Man replays we could go back to from 1980? That doesn't that just blow your mind? And that's what we're doing here. 20 years, which doesn't seem as long to me because I'm an old person, but to a younger person watching this, they could have been not born in 2002 or just a very small baby and still be an adult today, right? Be in college, be in university, maybe have children of their own by now. That's just bonkers to me. So double factory open here from BoxeR. Got a 1 Marine up to deal with incoming scouting units. No big deal. No robotics facility, so both players going for the 1 basers here. Again, the further back you go in the meta of StarCraft Brood War, the later the expansions are. Players didn't really figure out how to incorporate earlier expands into their gameplay for some time. And 2002 is definitely too early for that. So you will see a ton of 1-base plays. But the defenders are 1-basing it too, so it's not as aggressive. I mean, it is aggressive, but it's not as powerful, I guess. If you go for a 1-base play today, you're likely going to catch your opponent off guard, which is why they're scouting for that. If they can't scout your 1-base play and they go for like a 1-Rax expand or a Rax or a gateway, I guess, into a Cyber Core to an expansion, they're going to have a bad time. So what is the plan here today? We're going for Vulture speed here at 4 minutes. That's fine. SCV tries to see if there's any evidence of an expansion here. There's not. A couple Dragoons out. Are there any? I mean, I'm not sure what we're looking for other than just kind of dancing around with a BoxeR here. Oh my gosh. Double machine shop working on spider mines and Vulture speed same time. When's the last time you saw that? Ladies and gentlemen and undecideds. That is... I can't think. They're always sequential these days, right? The games that I'm casting from 2015 and onwards and today, we definitely get 1 machine shop, work on those upgrades one at a time. It's going to be siege mode, right? First, or whatever you get first, but it's sequential. I guess very rarely we'll see double machine shop running here, but not very often. So some Vulture harass going to be part of the play here, and going into a pretty quick starport here too. Once again, no sign of an expansion from anybody here at 5 minutes. SCV here to provide maybe some additional support to these Marines, maybe a little extra DPS, maybe going to throw up a forward bunker. That'd be pretty good too, but once again, a shuttle's out, and Nazgul is going to try to be aggressive as well with his shuttle. A couple Zealots and a Dragoon in there. So SCV pops up, and this is bunker location here. Not bad. Maybe you can get away with it, or is the Dragoon going to pop out and ruin you? I guess maybe waiting for your friends. So these are fully speedy and spider-miney vultures here, friendos. Insane stuff. Robotic support bay is coming in. Spider mines get some nice hits. Oh, they took down the Dragoon that was guarding the wall. These vultures need to fire on something. There we go. A little bit glitched out, like vultures have been for a very long time. Spider mine connects on that Dragoon, almost kills it. You can probably finish that one off pretty easily. And they do, and the Spider-Man doesn't fire on it, so there's no overkill there. Dude, this is nuts. This is such incredible aggression here. How many Spider-Mines do you have left? Might as well toss the... Oh, no, it got killed by a probe instead. Okay, so I don't know what we lose. All of those vultures in exchange for 2, 3, 4 Dragoons, maybe? Oof, that one takes a direct hit to the face, too. But what it does is slows down the aggression of Nazgul here, Liquid Nazgul, right? He's got... Observatory and robotics bay. Again, this is what one base can do for you. You can tech up really fast. Starport is getting a control tower, so this is probably going to be a dropship. So just battle cruisers aren't very good in this matchup, and even in 2002, it wasn't ever really considered a great idea. I mean, you could do them for fun, and me and my friends totally did back then. We were definitely making battle cruisers for fun. Carriers, battle cruisers, a lot of Guardian play. Just like stuff you don't normally see in the professional games because they're not considered good. But, you know, you really shouldn't restrict yourself to the things the professionals do. There's your dropship. Got a handful of Marines. Got a siege tank out working on, guess what, siege mode at 7 minutes. So all the upgrades in the machine shop are done, effectively, and will be done in the before the 8-minute mark, which is just banana pants. Oh, vultures slipping around. Dude, they can get in again. Ah, Nazgul leaves his front door open. He is trying to expand, actually, if you look at this. Oh, we're going to take Reaver shots to the face. Oh, did they just... No! Alright, I gotta rewind that a little bit. And the music resets too. Okay, so I was looking at the expansion up here that's happening. So you're like, okay, I got a Reaver out. Hooray! I'm making... Okay, I should be able to deal with these guys, no problem. But then... Ugh, Spider-Man finishes it off. Sick plays from BoxeR here. My gosh, just free reign on these probes, absolutely obliterating everything known to man. Dead, 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 dead. I mean, probe count getting knocked down. It is now under the Terran's worker count. Not where you want to be in this matchup at all. Okay, good snipe. Taking down that vulture. This vulture only has 2 kills, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but guess what? Your dropship is coming in. You got double siege tank with siege mode here. Oh, you can just set up. Oh, there's a little high ground here. Oh no. Flee! Flee, probes. Flee, Dragoons. And the vultures have done such a good job keeping the Dragoon count low. Oh, all the mining has stopped here. This is absolutely disgusting from BoxeR. Gonna maybe unload. Well, guess what? We unsieged our tank. So do you want to unload here? We'll fire. We can hit you from the... Oh my gosh. Unsieged tanks can hit from here. Disgusting. I'm gonna stop saying that word. But man, this has been some stupidly incredibly good stuff. Dragoon goes down. The dropship micro on display here. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. Get it out. Nazgul. No. Nazgul loses that. There's more vultures inside, just actually not doing much of anything because BoxeR's attention is all trying to keep these tanks alive with some dropship micro against shuttle micro here. But oh, 4 kills on that siege tank, 36 HP. Vultures in the house, and that's it. We are donezo. GG. Taps right on out. What on earth was that? Does Control M rewind all the way? Did I know that? No, Control M does this. What did I hit to go all the way back? Oh, he's dodging. Oh my gosh. He just dodges enough shots. And that's it. That's the final Dragoon. There's a Zealot out, but what's a Zealot going to do in this situation? Boof. I mean, we're going to try to do more of these. I'm going to do more of the shorter ones here from the Pimpest Plays, which is this one is. But then also, really, this close to finding an answer to the broken replays. Right? I'm this close. I did find a little version switcher program for Brood War where you can load up into 1.16 or 1.08 or any of those older versions, and it's that version of the executable, so it should be able to load these replays from those eras perfectly. My thing is, I don't know how to get replays to load in those versions, and that's what I'm struggling with. But yeah, I'll get it figured out. We'll get some of those older Pimpest replays ready to go, but that was a lot of fun, man. That is what an aggressive Terran player with a BoxeR skill level can do to you. Right? And sure, a lot of that was leaving this door wide open. Nazgul did a pretty good job protecting it. I mean, BoxeR had to break it down with Spider Mines once. The second time he came back, there was just nobody there because he was trying to do his own aggressive thing, which completely got shut down, by the way, because he had to defend with his stuff because he went for an expansion when BoxeR did not. And yeah, just Vultures with Spider Mines and speed are so frustrating to deal with inside your main base, almost as bad as dealing with Zerglings. Probably worse than dealing with Zerglings because these guys have range and Spider Mines and Zerglings don't. And then, yeah, just casually setting up tanks on the high ground, murdering a bunch of stuff. 4 kills on that siege tank. That tank had a bunch of kills, too. Denied a bunch of mining. Nazgul's bank was nothing. And he had 15 probes remaining, 26 total supply. Just overall in a terrible position. Not enough money to make another Dragoon. And had to tap out. So that was fun. Sometimes these shorter matches... pretty good stuff, especially if you've got legends like BoxeR and Nazgul in here. 21,000 to 16,000 points for BoxeR. Ended out outproducing the Protoss player by a bunch. Outkilled 32 to 13. That is a, wow. That's almost a 3-to-1 kill death ratio, which is sick. Structures constructed 16 to 18. And then total spent on resources here, 7,300 to 7,100. Part of that is because BoxeR had an economy back home. Nazgul lost a bunch of it because they had to pull the probes off of the minerals and because a bunch of those probes died. It was a twofer scenario. So well done, BoxeR gets the win here today. That's going to be it for me. This has been a StarCraft Brood War cast, a Pimpest play of the year 2002. I believe this was considered an honorable mention. So we'll have to get some of the better ones here later. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me at Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.